Lyra, a wealthy and arrogant socialite, was driving to a high-end party in her brand-new Mercedes-Benz. The rain poured down, flooding the streets, but she was determined to arrive on time. She sped up, and the car splashed through a puddle, covering the vehicle in mud. Lyra's designer handbag fell out of the car, and she rushed to pick it up. That's when she saw Ethan. Ethan was a poor laborer who had been caught in the storm. He lay on the ground, his clothes soaked and torn, his eyes pleading for help. Lyra's anger boiled over, and she scolded Ethan for not watching where he was going. Lyra said to Ethan that, "You're so careless," she shouted. "Look at my car. It's covered in mud because of you. You people are always so reckless. Don't you know how to walk on the road? You're just a poor, uneducated laborer. What do you know about taking care of yourself, let alone a luxury car like mine?" She threw a 500 rupee note at him and said, "Take this and get out of my sight. Don't waste my time." Ethan slowly got up, his eyes filled with a deep sadness. He picked up the note and said, "Thank you, ma'am. May God bless you." Lyra didn't even glance back as she drove away. Months went by, and Lyra's life took a dramatic turn. Her father's sudden death left her with nothing. Her relatives cheated her out of her inheritance, and she found herself homeless and penniless. One rainy evening, Lyra sat outside a temple, crying and hungry. That's when she saw Ethan again. He was still poor, but his eyes sparkled with kindness. He offered her the same 500 rupee note to Lyra, saying, "Eat something. You look like you need it." Lyra was taken aback by Ethan's generosity. She realized that he was the one who had been kind to her while she had been cruel. She apologized for her behavior and asked for his help. Ethan took her in, and they started living together in his small hut. Despite their poverty, Ethan treated Lyra with love and respect. He worked hard to provide for her, and Lyra learned the value of kindness and compassion. As time passed, Lyra fell in love with Ethan's selflessness and kindness. She saw the good in him, and he saw the good in her. They became each other's support system, and their love grew stronger. Ethan would often go out of his way to make Lyra happy, whether it was by bringing her favorite food or simply being there for her. Lyra, in turn, would take care of Ethan when he was sick, and she would help him with his work. But fate had other plans. One day, Ethan fell ill, and despite Lyra's care, his condition worsened. Lyra was devastated, and she did everything she could to save him. She took him to the hospital, and she prayed for his recovery. But Ethan knew that his time was limited, and he wanted to spend his last days with Lyra. As Ethan lay in bed, Lyra held him close, tears streaming down her face. "Don't leave me, Ethan," she whispered. "I need you." Ethan smiled weakly and said, "I am always with you, my love. Never forget that." With those final words, Ethan passed away, leaving Lyra heartbroken. After Ethan's death, Lyra was consumed by grief. She had lost the love of her life, and she didn't know how to go on. But as she looked through Ethan's belongings, she found a small notebook with a message. "Spread love and kindness wherever you go," it read. "You never know how much impact you can have on someone's life." Lyra realized that Ethan's legacy lived on, and she decided to carry on his message. Lyra started a YouTube channel, sharing their story and inspiring others to do good. She used the donations she received to open an ashram for the poor and provide food and shelter to those in need. Lyra's life was transformed, and she became a symbol of hope and love. Years later, people would talk about the story of Lyra and Ethan a tale of how two people from different worlds came together and found love and kindness in the most unexpected way. Their story was a reminder that true love can conquer all, and that kindness can change lives.